Hey guys, it's me, THiS Vlogs. I wish somebody told me before that, when I was in the university, if you're good at some subjects, we know which subjects we're good at and which one that we have to give more focus into. I wish somebody told me or advised that you don't need to study those subjects that you're already okay with. So you need to focus more on those that you don't get. I say it as kind of an analogy, when sometimes in life nobody gives us advice about which part of our life we need to put more focus to. There are also times when we are not yet ready to hear the advice, not because we are stubborn, but because our heart and mind are not yet ready to absorb, accept, or not yet ready to change. I used to have a friend who told me that I should go to the gym, and I said, oh my gosh, I don't like to go to the gym because I don't like weights, I don't like pain. People and situations are there to be our chance to change a negative experience into something positive. But we are not yet ready to listen or act, or not yet ready to receive help. Well, at that time, I thought that I was focusing so much on being a mom, right? And when you're being a mom, like full-on mom, 100% of your energy is put into taking care of kids and family. I used to forget how to take care of myself. Like sometimes I see in the mirror, I don't recognize the person in the mirror. My body changed when I had Madison because I had a really painful pregnancy then. So what I did was lots of eating donuts. And you know what? I had a really hyper son and we had to go out a lot. So difficult to find time, to find energy to put into self-care. Guys, I've forgotten to take care of my physical health. And so my friend told me that don't you want to be your old self again, or take care of yourself better? After how many months I did listen. And it's very interesting how I got pushed into going to the gym and taking care of my physical health because there's a lady who told me, you can have a personal trainer here and they can advise you what type of exercise is good for you, because sometimes when you walk you don't know that your body don't need to walk. You need more of specific exercise if you want to lose weight. And this is what I discovered when I talked to that personal trainer, So the personal trainer gave me sets of workouts, not necessarily all weights, but just to help me lose the extra pounds that I wanted. The universe, God, Allah, Buddha, or what do you call your source, gives us people along the way so that it can help us level up. For example, my friends and that stranger. I believe that me vlogging all these trials and tribulations will help somebody there. I don't care if it's only one person who listens to this, that maybe I'll only help one, but that one person, it might be you. You can help a sister, a brother, or a friend. You'll remember my situation, so you can pass along what I did to my issues in the past. Well, there are people in my life that just mysteriously appeared when I needed them. Especially this lady who used to give me advice about her daughter, and her daughter have the same medical issues with my daughter. She's not even my friend, guys. She used to drive the bus that I use for Maddie's speech therapy. Every time she opens her mouth, it always gives me hope that, oh my gosh, okay, so this is Maddie in 16 or 18 years. And it makes me feel inspired, and not lose hope that, okay, there will be better days someday. And I feel like she inspires me to what I'm doing now whenever I feel uninspired, because nowadays when I thought that there's no reason for me to vlog anymore because there's no monetary reward for me. I don't feel like rewarded for my efforts. But honestly, I think about this lady. I feel like there's nobody watching my vlogs, honestly. And I know that one of you out there will pass the light, will pass the epiphanies and the fuck-ups I have, and also learn, when the right time comes. Because not all of us has the same trauma. Not all of us has the same problems. So I cannot expect everybody to resonate with me. And we all have different journey. We all have different timelines. Most people are okay with where they are. They're not aware that they have bad relationships, and it's okay. That's why I said we are on a different journey. Sometimes it takes losing everything to actually have an epiphany. They said when you're in your bottom, there's no way but going up. A lot of people don't believe in coincidences. Now that I'm older, I look back and see all these people that's in my path, right? And they've always taught me something. Negative and positive, of course. It's so interesting. I say it's interesting because it's very mysterious, right? Like when I ask, Lord, can you please give me someone or something that would make me level up or just make me change because I want to be better. Some situation happens, or a person or a stranger. I will meet a stranger, I will meet a person or a friend from the past to help me, heal my wounds, heal my traumas, things like this. When you've lost everything and you feel like, what's the point of moving on? That's a very, very good opportunity to start all over again, to be the person you want to be. If all the things I did in my past didn't work, I need to start again with something different so that I get a different result this time. For example, divorce. A lot of people get embarrassed that they're divorced or separated or annulled, breakdown of relationships, not just romantic, but maybe family or friendship. I got a friend who's undergone a breakdown of relationship, and of course at first you'll get embarrassed because you feel like a failure, right? If one relationship didn't work out, it's an opportunity, to know, okay, so it didn't work out. What did I do wrong? What did I contribute for the relationship to break down? And so it's an opportunity to look at your past mistakes. What did you do wrong? So that the next time you'll have a relationship, better, and hopefully you learn from your past relationship. You discover who you are, because of course we change. The only permanent in this world is change, right? So if you change and your partner don't like to change or won't change, then of course the relationship will crumble. And sometimes we stay in the relationship for wrong reasons, or just it's the easiest thing to do. Stay there because it's convenient, I'm not here to judge. I wish somebody advised me. Whatever it is that I'm sharing in my channel about my epiphanies, I wish somebody told me this. I wish my higher self told me this when I was younger. But then again, we are in a journey, right? We learn from our mistakes, we learn from our fuck-ups. And so there's no regret there. Only hope you heal from whatever it is that you're healing from or needs healing. And are you familiar with near-death experiences? Because a lot of people, especially in YouTube, share their experiences. And when you reach death, when you experience death, right? And lots of these people have experienced death, and then they came back to life after 5 minutes, or 10 minutes of dying. So they share all their experiences, right? So they always say that death is not the end. Death is actually an opportunity to be reborn. You have an opportunity to change your patterns. You'll think that the butterfly, before it becomes a butterfly, you'd think that inside that all the cells are breaking down. If you see it, it looks like it's dying and it's going to die. Then again, it becomes a butterfly. That's what happens when you have metamorphosis, right? From one form to a different form. So that's what death is. We mourn the death of our old self when we have awakening, or when we have the dark night of the soul. You've seen all your fuck-ups, you've seen all your unhealed self. But then again, you also see the new you, your transition, and how you've become a butterfly, what you're meant to be. You know what I mean? So sharing my experiences, I don't like to brag about what I have become. I share about the journey I had, my journey towards now. It's not very easy. I had to have all these tiny experiences that I'm sharing with you, because it's the importance of my story is the journey. It's not, the destination. I am not sharing the destination, although I'm saying there is hope for everybody, especially those who've gone so much trauma. If you work on yourself, if you work on the things that you think needs to work on, for example, emotional intelligence, you feel like you need to work on that, or relational intelligence. How do you work out relationships? So of course, how do you do that? You study, you follow people that you admire, who's got grit, who's got life experiences to share, and how they overcome everything they've gone through. And there's a lot of stories out there, and a lot of therapists out there sharing their story, and their step-by-step guide on how they did it. Because my story might be understandable, but my way of doing it might not be relatable to you. So you'll find someone else who you can relate to more. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the purpose of my channel, is to be a bridge. A bridge if you want to change, if you want a better life. And you know what's funny, guys? Sometimes I listen to my own advice here in my chit chat vlogs, because I sometimes forget, and I sometimes feel like when I listen to myself, right, I was thinking, who is this person? Sometimes I look very, very knowledgeable, but there are moments, like there are days when I don't feel like that. It's like, who is this person talking? And it's funny because there will come a time when we feel very, very strong, like we know what we're doing, right? And there will come a time also, the WTF, what am I doing? And I don't want to say that I always know what to do. Sometimes I need to step back and, think also, and find advice from these knowledgeable people, the therapists that I follow, all these people who's got really, really good emotional intelligence, and hopefully I get some nuggets that I can use in my life. And so that's the thing. I'm not always positive. There are times when I'm also like you, I'm lost, like a lost sheep. The thing is, it took me 20 years, guys, to be in this state where I'm in, that I am aware of when I'm, fucking up and stuff. You need to be patient with yourself too, that you're just being aware right now. So it's not like I am better than you. It's just that it took me 20 years. And so that's why I said we are all in our different journey and timeline. Sometimes people have difficulty with owning up to their faults, or some have difficulty with the pain. Like if it was too much pain, the trauma was so much pain that they get stuck. It's hard for them to, I guess, move on. And sometimes it will take you multiple failed relationship, whether it's romantic or not. It will take you experiencing the most horrible experience in your life to realize that you need to change. Sometimes people have to go to the hospital, or go to prison to get it. You know what I mean? I just wish for you that it's not too late. As for me, I almost lost my marbles. If I didn't go to my therapist, I reckon I'll be in the mental hospital, because something in me, I listened to my body and I said, something's really wrong. I need help. So I hope that before you lose relationships, before you lose money, before you lose your mental health, I hope that it's not yet too late for you. You realize that, oh my gosh, you need help. And this is one step forward. I hope that you have a good day today, and see you again on my next vlog. Light and love.
I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in.